Welcome back to the show. I love the name of this conference. It's the Impactful Leaders Conference, and we are so proud here on Rogers TV. We have so many wonderful leaders that come through our doors and make a huge impact in our community, and our next guest does exactly that as well. I'm joined by Edwin Kwarteng. He is the CEO and CFO of Bizi Plans. Welcome, Edwin. Great to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me, Derek. It's really a privilege to be on the set right now with you.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Let's talk Bizi Plans. What was the inspiration behind this business?
Yeah, so Bizi Plans literally came out of me getting tired of seeing a lot of my friends eager to start a business but then giving up too soon, right? So I wanted to create something where I could give people a platform to get motivated, be encouraged, and have a readily accessible way to access the capital that they need to grow their businesses and scale. So that's where that idea came from. And Bizi Plans is literally business and plans, and just jazzed it up.
Yeah, I love it. What about what's your background, Edwin?
Oh yeah, so I'm originally from Ghana, so West Africa. Although I was born in Canada, I went to school for economics. Then after that, went to law school, completed that, and along the way, I've helped some small to medium-sized businesses with their contracts and ability to gain grants. I've been successful in both departments there, but I always felt like there was something more that I could do to give back to my generation, right? And Bizi Plans definitely gives me that platform to do that. So.
You mentioned grants, and that's something I think everybody wants to acquire. No, really, but it's the writing part of it, right? I don't think people realize what goes into it, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. How do you help people with that process?
Oh man, yeah. Just to give a little bit away, English and Langlit was my favorite topic in school, so writing is just natural to me. I love to write. Speaking to a lot of people, I noticed that that's kind of the hard part.
Yeah.
They just want to go ahead and just run to the races, right? But a lot of the banks and the investors, they really want to see your ideas put down on paper and be able to visually kind of get a story that can tell them, okay, if we invest this into this business, are you able to get the returns that we need? Right. So, so with that being said, getting the grant isn't actually the hardest part. It's actually more, sitting down with the people and actually getting them to profuse their emotions so that I can capture that as best as possible.
Let's talk about the conference, the Impactful Leaders Conference. What can people expect at it, and who do you suggest attend?
Oh my, the Impactful Leader Conference is very big for us. It's our first ever, conference set up by the organization. Basically, we got 5 panelists, top people in the industry. So we got Gwen Madiba, we got Kar Singh, we got Manok Luau, Haley Hechtman, as well as JD Hall. So each of these entrepreneurs are very big in the community, won many business awards, and you can see them up there right now. And it's great because we're also going to be giving some local entrepreneurs, like the new guys coming up, the platform to speak and then share their ideas as well. So it's something that we're definitely looking forward to. We've been planning for the past 5 months, and this Thursday is the big show, so can't wait to shock you guys with that.
Yeah, and what I love about the sounds of it is it sounds very interactive. So it's going to be an opportunity to ask questions, right? To be heard, to share ideas. How important is that in the entrepreneur community? I think a lot of people think, oh well, we're in business, so we're always competing.
Yeah.
Do you find that the community though is very good at sharing, especially Ottawa's business community, small business community?
Oh yes. It's a great time to be in Ottawa. We have a burgeoning tech industry here.
Yeah.
Lots of entrepreneurship going wild, and we're glad to be part of that right now. What I would say is that when I started becoming an entrepreneur, and I've also shared the same sentiments with my partner John Baptiste, is that a lot of people are kind of wary to really let their ideas be known, right? Because as you said, right, they think it's competitive. I don't want someone to steal my ideas. But it's great to collaborate with like-minded people, just because, we all have something that is pushing us to aim for the highest goal, right? That urge, and it's all unique to everybody's skill sets. So it could never hurt to share your ideas with someone, and yeah, it just ends up being better in the whole thing. So.
You mentioned grant writing is one of the services you offer. What are some of the other services that you offer?
Oh yeah, so as well as grant writing, we also offer business consulting as well as business coaching. So we're going to style you up and get you ready to take over those meetings. Get in front of investors, right? Because more often people don't actually anticipate the situation of actually being in front of like an angel investor, someone that can write you that big check and take you to the next Facebook and Apple, right? So it's good to get out of the mind and then really hone in on the best skills that you have and then make it possible, because everybody is capable of doing the biggest things.
Yeah, when you get in front of those investors, I mean, it's intimidating, right? It can be incredibly intimidating. What's one of the biggest mistakes people make when they go to make a pitch to investors?
Yeah, I guess they talk too much.
Really?
Yeah, they talk too much because essentially you have to think about it, right? So this you're dealing with big investors, big banks. They're going to be reading through a lot of these stuff on a day-to-day basis, right? So they need something that really pops out and catches them on the first page or the first half of a page, right? So that's where our company excels in being able to actually, study the different types of use cases that have occurred in the industry and actually honing in on what's actually going to make the idea jump out at the person. Because again, I like to reiterate, every idea is a great idea. It's just how you angle it.
Right.
So we're going to get
how you execute it and how you present it is so important.
Exactly.
What are your future plans for Bizi Plans?
Oh, Bizi Plans. So much. Yeah, as I said, me and John Baptiste literally linked up 5 months ago at a entrepreneurial networking event that I wasn't supposed to go to.
Okay.
I was about to sleep in, and I don't know, something in me, I don't know if it's God, just told me to get up and then go there, and then I had the chance of meeting him. So, safe to say, obviously the conference is the first big thing. We're expanding our consulting services, we're growing our client base, but we have high aspirations. We want to get to the point where in Canada or North America in general, if you say business, you can't say business without saying Bizi Plans.
I love it. Ryan, thanks so much for joining us. The Impactful Leaders Conference happening Thursday, 6 p.m. to 9:30 at Sala San Marco. We'll be right back.